A very good evening to you. This is an English edition of Dalsan TV. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. Let's have a look at some of our top stories. Somali President and AU Special Representative discuss security and cooperation. UN Chief for Somalia discusses conflict resolution with Puntland President. And Somali intelligence officer killed in Eid. This edition of Dalsan TV English News. The Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has met with Ambassador Suf Mohammed El Amin, the AU Special Representative and head of ATMIS, African Union Transition Mission in Somalia, at Villa Somalia to discuss security matters and cooperation between Somalia and the African Union. Somali President Dr. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud and Ambassador Suf Mohammed El Amin, the AU Special Representative and head of ATMIS, have held talks on Saturday at Villa Somalia. The leaders discussed the security matter and the cooperation between Somalia and the African Union as drawdown procedures and the timeline for ATMIS. They also focused on the process to transfer security responsibilities from AU forces to the Somali National Army. Last Friday, Somali Ministry of Defense lauded the sacrifices made by ATMIS over the past years in pursuit of peace in Somalia and in the region, noting that their sacrifices made to secure Somalia will forever be remembered. The government said Friday that it is ready to take over security responsibilities from the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia ATMIS as 2,000 troops withdraw from the country by the end of June. The government said through its collaboration with bilateral partners, it has trained security forces in the past years that will take over security responsibilities of 2,000 ATMIS forces. The handover will be completed by the end of June in line with the UN Security Council resolutions 2628 and 2670. The AU Peace Mission is expected to fully exit Somalia by December 31, 2024. Meanwhile, Kationa Lainga, the newly appointed UN Secretary General Special Representative for Somalia, has arrived in Garowe, Puntland State, for her first visit. During her visit, she met with Puntland State leader Said Abdullahi Deni, including and among other state officials, and discussed a range of issues, including the ongoing conflict between Puntland State and the federal government. Kationa Lainga, the newly appointed UN Secretary General Special Representative for Somalia, has arrived in Garowe, Puntland State, for her first visit in the region. During her first visit, she met with Puntland State President Said Abdullahi Deni to discuss a range of issues, including the ongoing conflict between Puntland and the federal government of Somalia. The two leaders discussed how to resolve conflict and to bring about lasting peace and stability in the region. Kationa welcomed the fact that President Deni was ready for discussions on federal issues and the completion of the interim constitution of Somalia. The United Nations envoy thanked the president of Puntland State for holding the elections that took place on May 15th and also welcomed the completion of remaining 3 constituencies. She emphasized the importance of continuing to work towards a peaceful and stable Somalia, free from the threat of violence and conflict. The discussions between the UN representative and the president of Puntland underscores the ongoing commitment of the international community to supporting Somalia's efforts to build a stable and secure country. Meanwhile, a Somali intelligence officer was killed in an explosion from an improvised explosive device fitted to his car, while 3 of his security guards were wounded in Marka town, located in the Lower Shabelle region, on Saturday evening. A Somali intelligence officer was killed in an explosion from an improvised explosive device fitted to his car, while 3 of his security guards were wounded in Marka town, located in the Lower Shabelle region, on Saturday night. The officer who lost his life in the blast was identified as Hassan Osman Ali Bitoni, also known as Commander Kush Gale. He was reportedly the brother of Mohammed Osman Ali Yeriso, the former commissioner of Marka district. Although no group has claimed responsibility for the attack, It is common for Al-Shabaab to claim such attacks against government security forces. The extremist group has been responsible for numerous attacks in the region, targeting security forces and civilians alike. The district commissioner has refrained from commenting on the incident, but security operations are currently underway throughout the district. The incident underscores the ongoing security challenges facing Somalia as the country continues to battle against extremist groups like Al-Shabaab. The international community continues to support Somalia's effort to build a stable and a secure country, free from the threat of violence and extremism. However, the ongoing security challenges facing the country highlight the need for continued international support and cooperation. The incident underscores the need for continued international support and cooperation in the fight against extremism and violence in Somalia. Now, the United Nations Children's Fund, that is UNICEF, was shocked and horrified by the reports that at least 22 children were among 27 people killed in an explosion in the lower Shabelle region of Somalia following the detonation of an exploded remnant of war in an area where the children were playing. United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, was shocked and horrified by reports that at least 22 children were among 27 people killed in an explosion in the lower Shabelle region of Somalia following the detonation of an exploded remnant of war in an area where the children were playing. The agency said that the children are particularly vulnerable, attracted to remnants for their colorful, shiny or unusual appearance and unaware of how dangerous they are. Thank you so much for watching Dalsan TV. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. Have a lovely night.